You're listening to Podcast PXN,
a video game podcast
delivering player experience news.
Let's go!
What's up, guys, and welcome to Podcast PXN, episode 190. I am one of your hosts, Daniel Prindle, aka Dan is DTM on Twitter, and I'm joined over Discord by the Nintendo aficionado and artist extraordinaire, Roshan Warner, at Roro.
Don't look away. You will witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world. How was that? Was that pretty good? That was my Ganondorf impression.
Really?
Oh, I knew this sounded familiar. Okay.
Zelda! 2 more days? Oh my god. So
Tomorrow
excited.
for me. More on this later.
True. Oh, well. Oh, I was going to say true like midnight, but never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Change your console's country. Anyways. The host of Large Popcorn and Video Essays, Christian Macias, is the other voice there at ISO Christian.
Oh, yeah? I'm ready for Zelda, dude. Also, real quick, 190. 10 away from 200. I don't believe it. I don't believe you.
I'm lying.
I can't believe I've been on this show for that many episodes. 109. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you looked a little different in episode 1 when
I had a different name and everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's wild. Oh, thank you to everyone joining us live and participating in the chat. Keurig, Glenn, see you both. Just as a reminder, we're live each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on youtube.com/@podcastpxn and twitch.tv/podcastpxn as well. The topic of the show this week, guys, is our 2023 summer game predictions. But first, the show always starts with the quick bites. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Guys, the first quick bite is a bit of a sad one. Sony Interactive Entertainment has shut down PixelOpus. They posted a little message here on Twitter. Dear friends, our PixelOpus adventure has come to an end. As we look to the new futures, we wanted to say a heartfelt thank you to the millions of passionate players who have supported us and our mission to make beautiful, imaginative games with heart. We are so grateful. Heart emoji.
It's pretty sad. Everyone was talking about like weren't they like just acquired after releasing Concrete Genie not too long ago, and then now they're shut down. So that's a huge bummer for all the developers who were gearing up to making something probably just as impactful for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is a shame, and it's like one less creative studio for Sony as well. Like I feel like this is one less media molecule under their belt, which I feel like they did some creative stuff with Concrete Genie, and that's another loss for Sony. But I guess it's just business.
Indeed, just business, and it's sad sometimes.
Yeah.
Moving on to our next quick bite. Of course, I gotta throw this in here, guys. A new Halo 2 glitch has been found after 19 years of the game being out. Insane. So apparently this dude found this glitch where essentially he could climb literally anywhere he wanted just by hitting the pause menu and doing some certain key strokes or movements with the stick and button presses. And it's kind of wild. You can just literally climb thin air.
That's crazy. I love when these things happen. Like just years and years later, it's like, oh shit, I could do this in a game now. It's like it reminds me of the James Gunn Guardians of the Galaxy thing, where apparently there's an Easter egg in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie that no one's found yet. I imagine there's a lot of games like that out there.
Oh yeah. This is like when people find out like a new speedrunning technique in Mario 64. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
I've seen those speedrunners on Mario 64. That's insane. I can't do that.
I could never.
Yeah. Our next quick bite, guys. Game Freak and Private Division have announced that they are teaming up for Project Bloom, which is an action-adventure samurai game. Very interesting. Of course, Game Freak is normally the Pokemon developer, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting. It's kind of out of their or not out of their wheelhouse, but like out of what they normally work on. So that's kind of interesting. It says we're thrilled to have the opportunity to create new IP that is bold and tonally different from our prior work. From the beginning, Private Division was the publisher we wanted to work with on our new game. Their track record and global expertise gives us all the confidence to create a sweeping new action-adventure game that we can't wait to share more about in the future.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah, like you said, it's definitely different from what they do, and usually the Pokemon people. They've made like obviously some other stuff besides Pokemon, like Harmonite comes to mind on the 3DS. I think they did some other stuff too. But yeah, it's always exciting to see see a developer kind of do something different, and this seems very different from what they usually do. So I'm excited to see that.
Very cool. Let developers work on cool, weird stuff.
Yeah, passion projects.
Yeah. This next one's gonna make Christian shed a few tears here. Hollow Knight Silksong has been delayed past June of 2023. We have something from Matthew Griffin, who's the marketing and publishing lead for Hollow Knight. He said, "Hey gang, just a quick update about Silksong. We had planned to release in the first half of 2023, but development is still continuing. We're excited by how the game is shaping up, and it's gotten quite big. So we want to take the time to make the game as good as we can. Expect more details from us once we get closer to release."
Let Ro go first.
Okay. No, I as someone who hasn't finished the original Hollow Knight,
Shame.
I know. This isn't something that breaks my heart, but it does excite me because it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. For when this game does come, there's no doubt that this is going to hit, and it's going to be something really special that people like Christian will just love. That's really all I have to say. Oh.
I'll respond this way, courtesy of Rasputin. Okay.
Okay.
Visual watchers need to. Oh, it's backwards.
Oh, that's right.
Pain
Right.
of waiting.
That says the
It's all
pain of
part of the
waiting. It makes it unbearable, but we know that in the end, we're going to get a damn good product, as Rose said. And I am more than happy to let Team Cherry take their time. Also, Team Cherry, let's not forget, is like 3 people, I think. Very small team working on this massive, huge game. It's supposed to be bigger than, the original Hollow Knight. So I am sad, but also actually pretty happy because I think if this game were to hit in the first half of 2023, probably would get eaten alive. I know we're all anticipating it. However, we have some massive games like Zelda and Final Fantasy 16 coming. Releasing, Silksong in the middle of that. I don't know. I wouldn't have as much time to devote to it as I would want to. So I think hopefully like a fall release would make more sense.
Or maybe it'll get delayed to next year and you'll lose it in your fantasy.
Why do you have to bring that up? There is literally no reason for us to do that.
We'll see. Moving on to our next quick bite, Dragon Age Dreadwolf has announced, not announced, but apparently won't release until April 2024, according to EA's own earnings report. Essentially, they said that it's not going to be out until the next financial year, which doesn't start until April of 2024. So that's definitely interesting. Obviously, this game has been announced for like many years now. I'm pretty sure like 6+ years this game was announced. Like it's been a while since this has been announced, and still nothing from BioWare for this. So hopefully we get a decent look at it soon to know what we're getting.
Anybody play Andromeda?
I did.
I
was very disappointed.
I could say it. I touched
Really?
it. I didn't finish it.
I'm just curious.
Did you play Andromeda?
No, I remember I played Mass Effect 1 when the remaster collection came out. When was that? 2020? 2021 maybe?
Something like that.
A couple of years ago. Played through 1. I was like, man, this was fun. I should play 2. Never played 2.
It's the best one.
I'll never know.
Oh well.
Insane. I don't know what you're telling me. Nice one, Dan, for Kirik, but thank you, I guess. I don't.
Nice one, Dan. I think it was probably when you told Christian that it'll be delayed.
Oh,
Maybe.
Yeah.
yeah.
Why don't you turn your TV off, Kirik? I'm kidding.
Oh
Wow.
no! Don't do that.
Wow. So our last quick bite. Someone has a story.
Oh, I forgot. But yeah. So, sort of video game related. This is insane. People were tweeting about this. Did you see? You two. Did you guys see that? Here we go. I'm reading from Gizmodo. Wizards of the Coast hired real Pinkertons to go after a YouTuber who apparently had his hand on some unreleased Magic the Gathering cards.
Wow.
I didn't think the Pinkertons were still around.
Yeah.
Wait, who are the
I
Pinkertons?
heard about this, dude. As well.
Goons, man.
Oh.
Have you played Red Dead Redemption 2? I thought they were fictional. I didn't even know they were actual
No, the Pinkertons
people.
are real. The Pinkertons are real.
Really?
They just like came and like, oh, that's some serious shit, dude. These people are no joke.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Essentially thugs.
that's what. That must be so scary too, especially if you're like
Could you
me,
imagine?
who didn't think they actually existed, and then they appear on your doorstep. Like, what the? Who are you guys? My God.
Don't appear on my doorstep, please.
Please.
Fingertips.
That's terrifying.
But I can show up?
Sure. Why not?
Nice. We can have a cocktail and get scared together.
All right, guys. You know what else we should get scared of? Some street meat that gets ran over. Here we go. We've got we've got some more grumblings. That's a great word that I put in there. More grumblings of Konami IP that may be headed exclusively to PlayStation. I know you shared something in our chat, Christian, about someone, but then Jez Corden shared something which I feel like is at least a little bit reputable because he's one of the editors at Windows Central and oftentimes breaks Xbox news, which is interesting that he's going PlayStation stuff here. But apparently he says, we'll clarify what I've heard about recent upcoming games on the next Xbox 2 podcast this coming Friday. So he doesn't have the full details until Friday, but he's quote tweeting this tweet from Okami Games that says, rumor, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake could appear at an upcoming PlayStation showcase and will be a timed PlayStation 5 exclusive. Sony has reportedly landed a deal with Konami for Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, and potentially a new Castlevania, which I think we already know that Silent Hill isn't coming to Xbox, correct? The remake?
Oh, is that true? From Bloober? I thought that was third party, or it's not third party. Multi-platform?
I thought it
not
was
exclusive.
I thought it was not coming to Xbox. I thought, but maybe I'm mistaken on that.
I think it's PlayStation and PC. It looks like.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So
wait.
Sorry.
Yeah,
What?
the blooper team one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I just am trying to make sure if I got the right game.
Yeah,
because it says
PC and
Silent Hill.
PS5. You're right.
Yeah. So,
Huh.
I mean, there's at least a little bit of credence to that, or with that news already. But no.
Yeah, my thing is that like this Metal Gear Solid remake rumor has been going on for like 4 years now, since like 2019.
True.
So I'll see it when I believe it. You know, there's a lot of rumors being thrown around for this supposed showcase. You know, Bungie's new IP is going to be revealed. We're getting a look at Santa Monica's new IP, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. It's like, okay, we got to slow down our horses here. Like, there's probably some truth to some of this. You know what I mean? Like, there probably is some kind of Konami deal. But a full MGS3 remake, again, I'll see it when I believe it. And if it's true, I'm glad it's not MGS1. I would prefer MGS2, but whatever. 3 makes sense.
Fair enough. Keurig says, "Hey Christian, stop making fun of my uncles. I know I'm of Italian descent, but really, I don't know.
Wait, what? What did I do?
I'm not.
What did I say?
I'm not
Maybe
sure.
the Pinkertons are Italian, are
Oh, the Pinkertons.
Oh.
The Pinkertons.
Okay.
Ro always knows what Keurig is saying.
he's our Keurig translator.
I was scared I said something wrong. Keurig, don't send your family to my house. I live in Kentucky, by the way.
No, you don't. All right. Our second street meat item. Jeff Grubb has been citing possible PlayStation showcase timings on his Twitter account. He basically laid out a bunch of dates for a bunch of events this coming summer. He says week of May 25th for the PlayStation showcase, which is, of course, a couple weeks from today or tomorrow.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So very
A fortnight.
soon.
they?
Do you believe it? I believe it.
Could be. Yeah. They want to get their first foot out the door before everyone else. Yeah. Makes sense.
I will be in California. I may be able to watch this with friends, which I haven't done I haven't watched any kind of showcase with friends in a long, long time since I think I even moved to Oregon. So, I mean, I'm excited for the opportunity to be, communally in person with, be able to watch something like this. Because, energy is always different.
Yeah. Nothing like it.
Hell yeah. All right. Into the PXN news of the week. And I apologize in advance. This has been a very slow news week. So these news of the week items aren't very exciting, but here we are.
But Tots is going to be great.
It's fine. Tots is going to be good. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. All right. So Switch sales have officially started their decline, I guess. So Tom Warren posted on Twitter, Nintendo Switch sales are down overall 22% year over year, but OLED models are up 59%. While Switch sales have peaked and will continue to decline, there's clearly demand for better hardware here. Nintendo says no new hardware for 2023, which that is the next part here. They were announcing the Switch successor isn't due until sometime after April of 2024. Similar to EA's earnings call, they did the same thing on their earnings call, essentially saying the Switch successor won't be out until after this fiscal year coming up. So I guess my question to you guys is 2024 the year we're getting the Switch successor? Are we getting a Switch successor in 2024, or do you think they're going to keep pushing it back? Especially with it declining now.
Everyone is always saying, "Oh, we're getting a new Switch this year." And what I always say, "No, we're not." People said this at the beginning of this year. I said, "No, we're not." And now look at this. Point is, I'm always right and everyone else is always wrong. I'm kidding.
Damn right.
I believe it now. I think the Switch has been around for so long that some kind of successor is probably around the corner. But I will say, I don't believe that Tears of the Kingdom is the swan song. I think, and I'll talk about it more in my predictions. I think there's still life in the Switch, and I think whatever Nintendo does next will still be to some capacity backwards compatible with it won't be like a direct nothing carries over. It'll be just an improvement on what is working for them, which is the same thing but with better hardware in it, right?
Which they can't do that again, right? They can't screw people over again, and say, "Oh, your games don't work anymore." That'd be so frustrating.
That would suck. Yeah, that for real.
Yeah,
I think they've been building. Oh, I'm sorry, Ro.
No, go for it. I want you to finish your point.
I think more than the library, they've been building slowly, and it's been happening in the last year or so. They've been building, their digital library with NSO. And I think having both of these carry over into whatever the successor is going to only be smart for them.
Yeah, and I completely agree. And I think Nintendo agrees with that too, especially with what they've said, maybe why they've been waiting so long, as being afraid to go to the next step because of how successful the Switch has been and how unsuccessful the Wii U is. Making that jump again is a little bit scary because they don't want to repeat their past mistakes. But again, like what Christian was saying, if they do the smart thing and carry all the good stuff over and just continue this ecosystem on a new hardware, it'll be good news for them. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo is definitely famous for making weird decisions, but I can only imagine that they've learned from their mistakes and they're not going to make that particular mistake again. But yeah, as the graph shows, I think the people who want a Switch have the Switch now, and it's going to keep going down. But it's still like, what is it, like just behind the PS2 and one other console now? It's like they're at a good place. Like even if this continues to go down, they've made records. They're fine, obviously. But I am very excited for whatever the next Nintendo console is, and I hope it is something that I could just continue my library with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like you were saying, Ro, like they built that awesome stuff up with Wii U and Wii, like in terms of backwards compatibility and like their online stuff, like the emulation stuff, and then they just threw it all away. Like they can't do that again. That would just that would be awful.
They can't do it again, but they could do it again, and we'd still buy it,
right?
Which sucks, because I've done it before. But yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm not the guy that bought a new Nintendo Switch just because there was a new version of it.
It's true. Who do you think did that, Christian? I don't know who would have done that.
Does look pretty nice, though. It does look pretty nice.
Keurig says, wait, you can still buy the non-OLED Switch? Yes, you can. It has
Shut up. Really?
Battery life. Yeah. The non-OLED Switch? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. They still sell the Switch Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, that would be catered to me and Ro because we only play in handheld mode.
I mean, it's too tiny though.
That's true.
And I like having the option, but even though I don't use it,
for sure.
At least it's there.
Yeah. All right. Moving on from that story. I'll save this one for last since we added this one. We can talk about this for a little bit, and then I'll do this one because this one will be pretty quick. So Phil Spencer had an interview with Kinda Funny last week, and it was after we recorded. I think it was on Friday last week, something like that.
And I think the interview was Thursday, and they posted Friday.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, check that out if you're interested in it. It's about Redfall on the Kinda Funny Xcast. And it's essentially about Redfall's downfall and other things as well. But an interesting conversation came out of that because a lot of people were talking about things Phil said on there. Basically, it seemed like he was saying like that Microsoft really didn't have as much involvement with Redfall as they wanted to when it started when they bought Bethesda, whereas they said that Starfield was earlier on in development, so that got more involvement from them. So like I don't know, there was a lot of things that went on. What were your guys'?
I want to say, like, I mean, regardless of like our end game with this conversation, like, I gotta say, 40 minutes of like just like interviewing with Phil was pretty insightful, even just like behind the scenes of how like these major publishers operate. And I thought it was interesting the way, like, yeah, what you just said though, like he was frank about like how Xbox Studios was pretty hands off with Arcane Austin and kind of let them kind of do the thing with their game, but how he like iterated. It was the kind of the opposite with Starfield, and that they're actually giving more support so that they could release like a banger of a game. Which honestly, kind of people are going to say like Todd Howard, they're going to have there's a lot of big shoes to fill per se, like carrying the Xbox brand, whatever. You've seen that on Twitter, but honestly, that kind of gives me confidence because I know like Microsoft does have money to support these studios, and if like honestly more money just means better stuff cooking in the lab. So will it hit 60 when it releases? Maybe not. But I have faith that it's not going to be like the quote unquote broken Bethesda game. I'd gather it's going to be pretty hot when it launches. I'll stop there.
No, I hope so. The most interesting thing that I found from the interview is how he talked about the company itself and Xbox, the state of Xbox and Microsoft, and how they see themselves as third place. But I guess it's not like the gaming community. I don't know how Xbox fans feel. Maybe they don't feel the same way, but I feel like the collective gaming community knows that, and I think it's awesome of him to admit, or be man enough to admit it. No, it's not awesome that he's in third place, but it was an interesting conversation that he talked about it and was willing to bring it up and say nothing that we want. I think he said they lost the worst generation, the Xbox One, when everybody made their digital libraries. I think it was the reason he cited. But yeah, and him saying that even if they put out good games, which I believe he wants to do. I saw a lot of people taking that quote out of context. But even if they make good games, they're not going to be able to catch up to PlayStation and Sony, and that he's trying to play a different game with Xbox, whether that be the cloud or Game Pass or whatever. And I thought that was interesting that he was able to talk about that, and I just found that part really interesting.
Yeah, I think I guess my favorite, I don't know if favorite's the right word, favorite part of the interview was just how candid Phil was, because like you guys were saying, it was a tough situation. Like, he's being put into a situation where the game released just a few days or 2 days before he was in this interview, which this interview wasn't even originally supposed to be around this, but they pivoted, obviously, due to the circumstances. And more props to Phil for taking on this interview and, not just saying, all right, I can't do this interview. Like, I'm not available now. I've got something that came up or something crazy. But so yeah, major props to Phil for actually fulfilling that and showing up anyways, knowing that he was going to get, some kind of pressure. Obviously, they're not grilling him. Like, Kind of Funny wasn't grilling him. However, to his credit, like, I think Paris Lilly actually asked him a question, and he kind of was trying to pad it a little bit. And Phil's like, "Whoa, no! Like, don't pad this. Like, it is this way." I can't remember the exact quote, but he's like, "No, it's definitely messed up. Like, it's on me." So,
yeah, I think the most surprising thing to me about the interview was I was expecting kind of softball questions, a lot of like beating around the bush, and like to their credit. I think while you're right, they weren't necessarily grilling him. They weren't also asking him like soft questions. Like they were they were close to hardball without actually being like super hardball. And then like to Phil's credit, like he was not shying away from any kind of answers, and started off the interview with saying like, we're disappointed in what we've like brought to the Xbox community, and here's what we're expecting going forward in the future, so that we don't disappoint you for like in the future. It's like, again, not something heard of at all that I can recall in this industry, which is kind of wild and refreshing, to be honest. The only thing I would disagree with him on here was the digital library front, which makes sense for like the Sony side of things. I think obviously like it's tough because like when you look at sales from PS4 to PS5, like there are a lot of people who bought PS5s who never had a PS4. Like they're not bringing over their libraries in that regard. They just want to play games. And the other point is that like Nintendo, like buying a Switch, like you don't get games from Wii or Wii U necessarily. There are some that carry over, but like you're not bringing over any games from Wii or Wii U in this regard. That's like the only pushback I would give. But like, I would walk back comments that I said in our own private chat where like I was misconstruing what Phil was saying by the end about like him not quote unquote caring about making great games, which is obviously not the case. Like he obviously wants to bring great games to Xbox. And I think just like the way he talked about it was maybe shifting the way I was thinking, or like making meaning out of what he was saying, which is like, no, that we want to make great games, but the way we're going about it is different than the way these two other competitors are. And that, I think, is where you get a lot of the like headlines where he's saying like, oh, he doesn't care about like making games. Like, well, that's not true.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said that any better. I agree completely. Major props, Phil. This last one, guys, is a little fun one here to end the news of the week. I'm gonna read out a little bit of a description here. You guys may or may not already know what this is if you've seen like headlines, so it may have already been spoiled. I just thought it would be fun to do. I'm gonna read the description of a game that's coming at some point from the ESRB, and you guys gotta tell me what it is. And if you already know, then don't answer and see if the other one knows.
Okay.
Okay. So the summary here. This is an open world role-playing game in which players assume the role of a miner tasked with finding artifacts across the galaxy. From first/third-person perspectives, players interact with various characters, complete quests, and search for supplies while battling enemies. Players use futuristic guns, lasers, axes, and explosives to kill enemies. Combat is fast-paced with frequent gunfire, cries of pain, and explosions. Attacks on some enemies can result in blood splatter effects. Several environments depict blood stains on the ground around corpses. The game contains some suggestive material in the dialogue, and after sharing a bed with characters, what the heck? What? I don't even, these examples. Life is a sexually transmitted disease that's 100% fatal. Another one, I'm all for getting a little wild, but next time let's try it without the jetpacks.
I know what this is.
Talk about seeing stars. Woo! That was amazing. A fictional drug, Aurora, is prominent in the game, with a section involving characters working in an illicit drug lab. Players also can obtain Aurora by stealing or buying it from vendors. Consuming Aurora results in a distortion effect on the screen. The words "fuck" and "bullshit" appear in the game. So
Ro knows what it is too, right?
do you guys both?
I do,
know?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I figured you guys probably saw the article. I just thought it would be fun. Kirik, if you're in here, he is. Kirik, you try to guess. You try to guess what game that is that I just described from the SRB. I'd love to see if Kirik can get it if he hasn't seen the headlines.
Minecraft STD.
Minecraft STD.
Oh my god.
Is that his guess?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Well,
Maybe.
Kirik,
If it is, I mean,
it is.
close.
We gave him a few seconds, so that's fair enough. If he gives us another answer here shortly, but it is not Minecraft STD, guys. What is the game?
Starfield. Oh, sorry. I thought Ro was gonna go.
Starfield.
Starfield. Yeah.
It would have been fun if those headlines weren't out there, but I also wouldn't have had the idea to do that if I didn't see the headlines. So, because this headline
It could be a cool idea in
Yeah.
the future, though. Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
like it's like if there's an ESRB rating that doesn't get headlines, you read it out. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Also, there's not a lot of first and third person RPGs, sci-fi games coming out soon.
That's true.
Kind of, yeah.
That kind of first and third person alternative.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. All right, guys. Let's move into our fantasy draft check-in, which there's not really a whole lot to check in with because Tears of the Kingdom does not have reviews in yet. I'm assuming those will come either release day or the day before because we're getting close. 2 days away.
Yeah, where are they?
Where are they?
I want to know. Tomorrow?
Maybe.
Should we? I'm gonna Google this.
I think it is
When
tomorrow.
do Tears of the Kingdom reviews drop? That's between May 10th to 12th.
Great.
At any
you.
second now, y'all.
Any
I
second.
think I saw
okay.
somebody.
Oh. I have the embargo lift.
Oh, there we go.
Thursday, May 11th at 5 a.m. Pacific.
Oh.
Nice.
So tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Hell yeah.
Exciting.
Christian's
Do
got
not
it.
look away.
There might actually be an update. I think Redfall dropped more points, so I think Ro might have
It
more points
did.
on OpenCritic.
Oh man.
I think it's
I
at a
think it was
60
at-
now.
It's at a 59 now.
Oh.
So I got one extra
11
point.
points.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
For
actually
real.
that's huge actually to get 11 from a counter pick.
That's
That was
massive,
the
dude.
price.
Yeah.
Holy moly. It should be double.
What's funny is
Poor Gage, man. Oh my god.
He was already doomed because he spent all his money, and now he's even more doomed. Oof.
Goodness.
Man.
Goodness gracious. And I actually picked up a game. It hasn't gone through yet, but next week it'll be there.
Well, what's the game, Ro? So we can steal it.
What? Oh.
Just kidding.
I honestly don't even remember.
Oh.
I don't remember what I picked now. Yeah. Can't even tell you if I wanted to.
Well, the next game after Tears of the Kingdom isn't until June 2nd, and it is, of course, Rose Street Fighter 6. So we still got, we got a decent, little gap there after Tears of the Kingdom. Disgusting. Hey, guys. Let's move into what you got for me. Guys, I finally finished... of course, I finished Super Mario 3D World. I wanted to say 3D Land, 3D World. But I also completed Bowser's Fury, and I had a lot of fun with it.
Fun, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes, I had a lot of fun with it. I'd say, so I really liked the open world aspect. I felt like it did get a little bit repetitive, like towards the end, especially because like essentially every island had the same activities for the most part. So that's probably my biggest criticism, that basically just went to each island and did the same thing at each island. But with that being said, I thought the open world concept was really cool, and I really liked that, and probably enjoyed it more than the base game, actually. I thought it was really cool, and getting to super size Mario into massive size was really cool to fight Bowser. So
I remember the Bowser's Fury whenever he wakes up or whatever, at one point becoming a little bit too repetitive. It's all right, it felt like I was being interrupted too often, or I felt like I was in the middle of something, oh great, here we go again. So I'm with you on that front.
Did anyone play this actually 2-player? Because I was wondering.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I was wondering how fun would that actually be for that second person? Because I feel like there's not a whole lot that Bowser Jr. would be doing.
Yeah. I can't speak from experience, but I imagine not very, very fun to be the second player.
Fair enough. All right. I also played much more Jedi Survivor, and I will say I am a lot more positive on it this week than last week. Of course, I had only played a couple hours last week, and I know we talked at length last week about the issues with PC at launch and console optimization issues. However, after that patch that was released on Tuesday, I believe the day we recorded, I hadn't had a chance to play with that yet. I haven't had any issues since then in terms of frame rate. So maybe that addressed all of my issues. So far I've been having a lot of fun with that. Back to dying a bunch like I did in Jedi Fallen Order. So it's definitely, yeah.
Real quick, I want to ask, I remember you mentioning that you were frustrated a lot with Fallen Order. You almost felt like it was cheap at points and kind of unfair because of you weren't used to that level of combat flow or difficulty. Are you feeling that way with Survivor at any points?
I will say yes. However, not to the extent of Fallen Order. But also at the same time, I wasn't at peak frustration with Fallen Order until I got to the second to last boss battle, where it was repetitively dying because I couldn't get that timing of the blocking because of the animation stopping you from being able to do your counterattack. So not as much yet, but I'm just waiting for those big boss battles, and that frustration might come back. But we'll see. I'm very much enjoying the story in Jedi Survivor, though. I feel like the story's a lot better than the first game. And I'm really enjoying Cal as well, Cal Kestis, which I felt like was a very bland character in the first game as well. And he seems to be a lot more fleshed out in this one.
What hairstyle you rocking?
Just the default right now.
Default guy.
Yeah. Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, default. Boom.
Goodness.
Yep. Not even FemShep. I know that's the wrong choice, but yeah.
Wow.
The last game I unfortunately played.
3 games, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, to be fair, this one I only played for
Unfortunately.
this one I played for about 20 minutes with Gage, and I'm like, bro, I can't do this anymore. He pulled me in, and we played Redfall, and no, I just couldn't do it. The number one, I can't. I used to be the one that would defend games that would be 30 frames per second, but I am no longer that person. I cannot play games at 30 frames per second anymore. It literally just does not work for me.
Elitist.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. So like playing it the whole time, I could not get a good feel for it because I'm just like, everything feels like I'm in slow motion, and it just felt really bad for me. Also, a lot of the elements in the game don't feel complete. It feels like they were trying to mix and mash things together. The AI is terrible, like everyone has said. Yeah, it's not great. We played about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes max, and I deleted the game. I'm not going back. There's no, unless there's a performance mode and they make a ton of changes in the future, which I don't know how much investment they're going to put into that. But yeah, no, I'm not going back. So that's it. Bro.
Did Gage also delete?
Well, I think he did. Yes, I think he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
And he was playing on PC, which has 60 frames per second. So
Not good. Not good.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yes. Bro,
what
you got?
Yeah.
Was my bet correct?
Not this week.
Oh,
Not this week. I have actually played something this week. Yes. It was actually a little earlier today. I played a free-to-play game from the makers of Genshin Impact called Honkai Star Rail.
That's right.
Yes, I did. And I'm still in the first couple of hours. But it's a turn-based combat sort of game with anime waifus and a sci-fi story, and it's pretty good so far. Obviously, it's a Hoyoverse, or MiHoYo is the developer, so obviously it's going to have those gacha game mechanics in it. I haven't gotten to a point where that's intrusive yet, but the actual turn-based combat is really solid and satisfying. So I'm enjoying that so far. I don't know how long I'm going to stick with it, but it was good to actually play a game this week. Like literally holding the controller, I was like, wow, this feels so good to hold the controller. I can't wait to play Zelda on Friday as well. Yeah, that's it. Just Honkai Star Rail.
Star Whale.
Oh yeah. Christian, what you got for me?
You know me, man. Back on that Destiny grind. Played some Trials of Osiris, and I didn't know, at least this new version of Trials, I haven't played in a while, that like when you jump into it, your artifact is like at 0. So your light level is without the artifact. So I was getting my ass ate online. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not ready for Trials yet. And that's okay, because I can keep grinding and keep enjoying everything else. Guardian games still going strong. Do my pinnacles, all that with the homies. Still a lot of fun. Bro, Dan, you can join the clan whenever. Just let me know.
What is the clan's name? I'm curious. Is it Saliva Gang?
The best big brothers.
Aw, that's cute. I like
No, that is a porn reference.
Oh.
No.
Never mind.
No.
It's not as wholesome as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I do have another update for everyone. I pre-ordered a game in person.
What?
Yeah. So I had to this whole week I've been kind of finagling online to find out where I can order Tears of the Kingdom to get it in the most efficient way possible for me. And I've talked online to a few people how there's a Target right next to my gym, and how the perfect thing for me would be to order this for pickup on Friday. That way, when I go to the gym, I can just swing by afterwards, grab it, and then go home.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing was okay, but Target doesn't let me order it for pickup. I can only do delivery. This is a problem. So I checked the Best Buy, and they have pickup. I was like, okay, I could do that. Then I would have to leave. Best Buy's kind of far away from me. I kind of commit to that drive. Do I want to do that on Friday? I don't know. Amazon delivery guaranteed Friday, but it can come whenever. Sometimes people have issues with games releasing and they're a little late. They don't show up. Don't want to be dealing with that on that day. Whatever the reason, like I did not want to pre-order digitally. I want this game physical. And so I thought, you know what does physicals releases as well? Fucking GameStop. So I called them up and I was like, hey, are you guys doing a midnight release event? 9 p.m. event for Tears of the Kingdom? And they were like, yeah, actually, we're going to start doing calls today to let them know about the details for our event. So you can come pick it up, whatever, Thursday, 9 p.m., show up, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I was cool. But I don't have a pre-order. Are you still taking pre-orders? They're like, oh, yeah, we still have more copies. Do you want to do a pre-order? And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll come in and I'll do one. So I did. I showed up. And they said, all right, on Thursday, tomorrow, come in at 3 p.m. to get your group number. And then we like check your receipt. And then come back at your assigned time for your group number to pick up your game. And you're good to go. So tomorrow night, I'll be playing Zelda.
Beautiful. That's a surprisingly good system, too. That's cool.
Right? Yeah. And when I went, my friend was telling me he did the same thing. He pre-ordered pretty recently as well with GameStop. And they're like, oh, they gave me the spiel. They were trying to get me to join the rewards, whatever. I went, and the lady was like, oh, I see you're not a pro member. I'm not going to give you the whole spiel. I'm sure you've heard that before. Let's just get you in and out. And I was like, wow, this is great. This is great service. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. And a day early, too. That's beautiful. I was thinking about the same thing. Go for it.
And I need tomorrow to be just fantastic for me. So I was like, oh, you know what'll make this great? Let me go on to Dutchy. I'll say what this is in a second. Okay. And it's Tasty Tuesdays at Oregon at Dutchy. So I was like, cool. I'm gonna place an order. This is in the bag, so this isn't not gonna break TOS. I'm gonna order myself my little treats.
Nice.
Oh,
your little treats.
Yes.
My little treats to yeah.
It's gonna be a good Thursday.
Mentally be somewhere else,
To make you in the Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. It'll be like that time I got high, and I said it. It'll be like that time I got high when I was playing Fortnite in Mega City, and I was riding the rails. I think I mentioned this before, and I jumped off, and I screamed because I thought I was falling in real life. Can't wait.
And you're going to actually be falling in Tears of the Kingdom.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Much higher heights. So
can't wait.
Fun.
What do you think that 5 years ago Christian would say if you told him that you were playing Destiny and Fortnite?
Nothing. I was doing the same thing 5 years ago.
Oh, well, I guess wrong context. Maybe 2 years ago.
What? Like COVID 2021?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have believed you because I for a while I was like pretty anti-Destiny. I was like, I don't need a second job to be like my video games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I'm having fun again. God damn it, Dan.
There you are. But Tears of the Kingdom will take that away.
No, I'll still be online to like do some stuff like raid or whatever.
All right. Let's go into our topic of the show, guys. Our topic of the show. Before we get to that, though, all of the shows that have been scheduled for Summer Game Fest, I guess not just Summer Game Fest, but this totality of the summer game showcases that are coming our way. I just wanted to show this or, mention this just so that people are aware. This is on IGN. A running list. June 1st through 30th is IGN Summer of Gaming 2023. Of course, they're going to promote their own stuff. There you go. June 7th is the Guerrilla Collective Showcase. June 8th is the Summer Game Fest show, which is, of course, Jeff Keighley's show. June 10th is the Future Games show. June 11th is the Final Fantasy 16 pre-launch celebration. I'm sure you guys are very excited for that. But also, June 11th is the Xbox Showcase, followed by the Starfield Direct directly after. June 12th is the Ubisoft Forward event. June 11th also is the PC gaming show.
So much.
Yes. Sometime in June, Upload VR showcase. Sometime in June, Wholesome Direct, and a possible Nintendo Direct and Sony showcase. So I guess we'll see on those two. But with that being said, guys, let's go into our predictions here for 2023 Summer Game Predictions. Let's start it off with some PlayStation predictions. And because you guys are the PlayStation gurus, I'm going to go to you first, Christian. And you
fuck.
you can start us off
Okay.
with the PlayStation prediction.
I'm gonna preface my predictions by saying this. I think Sony is gonna have a big third party focus this game. We're gonna see stuff like Spider-Man, maybe like a couple of other smaller like first party stuff here, but I think the focus is going to be third party stuff. I'll also preface it by saying we did a predictions episode early this year for just 2023 video game predictions overall. None of what I'll be saying from my predictions today are repeats from those predictions earlier. So everything is new. And when Dan said, let's get silly with it, I was like, perfect, because all my predictions are going to be wild, and I'm just having fun with it.
Hell
yeah. Yeah.
Manifest it. So my first, we're doing 3 each, right?
Yes.
And we'll just do one. We'll just jump one, and then Ro does one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. So my first, Kojima Productions teaser for an unannounced project developed for PSVR 2.
Interesting.
Ooh, that would be great, especially with how PSVR launched. A Kojima game?
It would
That
be
should
great,
help.
wouldn't it?
That would help. Hell yeah.
Kojima's got a lot going on over there. A lot of games in the works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ro, what kind of PlayStation predictions you got?
I've got one spicy one. I feel like mine may be a little bit more tame, which is it's just because it was hard for me to get a list up. But my first one, not super exciting. Eternite's release date, which is that Persona-like video game by that one guy making a video game. It's like an indie game, but it looks really good, and it's supposed to be releasing this year. It doesn't have a date yet. I think it was shown off last year at the Game Awards, but it's supposed to be a PlayStation exclusive game. So I'm hoping that we get a release date this summer because it's supposed to be releasing soon, and we don't have one yet. But yeah, Eternite's release date.
Hell yeah. Okay, Gage. Of course, Gage isn't here. But he did send me his predictions, so I will do his first one here, which is The Last of Us Factions multiplayer gameplay plus a release date being revealed. So I guess we're finally getting it. Factions gameplay.
And I'll add to Gage's, since I'm not going to make this my actual prediction, but this is just my response to him. I don't think we see a single Naughty Dog thing here in May.
Wow.
Damn.
Interesting.
So I'm writing these down. He said Tlu Factions gameplay plus release date.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. Okay. That's his. I'm going last here because I didn't want to steal any of Gage's, and that was actually one that I had on mine. So
damn.
We'll see. Or actually, I think I put beta details. So you can, this obviously don't write this down. This is just what I was thinking. But my prediction is going to be Team Asobi announces their next game in the Astrobot universe, and
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's going to be good.
Dan, that's a hot one.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
Dude, I love Team Asobi.
Yes.
What a developer that understands just like fun, just cute and fun.
Very good. And the technology just, they nailed the controller. Mechanics with the new PS5 DualSense. Amazing.
That was fun.
Yeah. Christian, you got another one for Sony?
I'll put a boring one in the
Oh.
middle. What?
Me and
What?
Ro both just added a comma at the same time.
That's funny. Oh, you're writing this down here?
Wow. Are you keeping? Yes, you did say you were keeping
Yeah,
track.
I
okay.
have a whole predictions Google Doc that I'm
Well,
keeping track of for all of us.
Forget it.
There
I'll
we
just scratch this.
I'll do a boring one here in the middle just because I think I have a sillier one for my third. My second one is that Stellar Blade gets a release date, and it's for October.
Nice.
What? What are you laughing at, Ro?
No, that was one of my predictions as well.
Stealing predictions out here. You guys were copying off each other. That's what. I'm just kidding.
It's true.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay. I'll make this crazier then. Stellar Blade gets a gameplay trailer with a release date.
Oh,
That way, it's not just like, oh, here it is.
Release date.
We get like an
Nice.
actual like gameplay trailer.
hell yeah. Okay.
All
Ro?
right. My next one is Sanzaru Sanzaru Games is making another Sly Cooper game. Sly Cooper Returns. It's been a while since Sanzaru has made a video game. I think it was 2019 was the last one. And Sucker Punch isn't making Sly Cooper anymore, I don't think. Kind of busy with Ghost of Tsushima, and kind of on the same idea of Dan with Team Asobi and them recently losing what was it, Concrete Genie. I think they need some more fun games over there. Not too many more gritty third person shooters. Need some fun. So maybe bring back a classic like Sly Cooper comes back.
I like it.
That is such a great segue, and you don't even realize it.
Oh,
Because Gage's second prediction is wanting them to bring back a popular third-person shooter that he is manifesting. SOCOM is returning with a teaser, is what Gage says. Man,
nice.
that was a really great segue. I was like, shit. And you don't know what is on his list.
No.
That's what made it even better.
You can't write this.
That's great. Great. Man. I actually had a good segue for once. That never happens. So, or, well, really, it was your segue that I just piggybacked
You
off
stole.
of. Yeah.
Want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Gage is listening right now.
Is he
He's
really?
listening right now. He's listening right now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let's talk bad.
So let's all
about-
give him.
I'm just
No, let's do
kidding.
this instead.
There we go.
You're welcome, Gage. All right. So my next one, Blue Point, comes around. Here they come. They're announcing their next project, which will be in the Bloodborne universe. There you go.
Cool. So you're predicting my prediction from earlier this year.
Did I
like it.
really? Is that one of your predictions? I don't even know.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, well, now I kind of hope it doesn't happen. I don't want to give you points and, man, I don't know which one to root for now.
So. Okay. You know what? I'll do a Blue Point one as well. Blue Point announces their next game. It is not Metal Gear Solid. Fuck, mine was gonna be Bloodborne as well, but now I have to think. Hold on, let me think here for a second.
I could pick a different. I have two other ones. I could pick a different one, Christian.
No, keep
Okay.
yours.
Okay.
Is yours Bloodborne 2?
Is mine Bloodborne 2?
Like Bloodborne number 2.
Okay, I'll solidify it. Sure. Yeah, I'll say that. Or do you?
No, I was just curious. I was just generally wondering.
I
I
was
was
just
killing time.
I was just thinking it would be either a remake or two, but if you want me to commit to one, I will.
Bloodborne. Okay, I'll just do this. Bloodborne announces its next game is not Metal Gear Solid, is new IP.
Wait, Bloodborne announces?
I'm sorry, Blue Point. Thank you.
Blue Point.
I'm just
Oh.
kidding. We knew what you meant. Sorry. I was being. I don't know what. Eric says hello, Gage. I was being contentious.
Oh.
I remembered the word I was looking.
Nice one.
Okay. Well,
I
did
think
you?
we all. Christian
Gage.
gave his third one, right?
Oh
Right.
yeah, wait. It's row and then gauge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, hmm. I was gonna say Stellar Blade for my third one, so I'm still trying to think of another one, but I'm gonna go with Persona 3 remake teaser trailer.
Baby.
Yeah.
I like that.
Persona 3 remake teaser trailer. I could see this being somewhere else, but I'm gonna say it's at PlayStation. They have a good relationship with Atlas, so
Right.
I'd say it's there.
I have a fourth real quick I'm going to throw in, but like not for points, just for fun.
Sure.
I had a spare one, and which was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth gets a new trailer with a release date of December 8th.
This year? Ooh. Yes. I hope you're right. December 8th.
It could happen.
Good.
It's in that.
You like that one,
window.
huh?
They did say winter this winter.
They did. Are you going to pick it up on your fantasy critic? Are you that confident?
Say I won't, dude. Say I won't.
I bet you won't.
No, of course. No, I'll wait till they announce it.
Maybe I'm saving all my money for that, though. Maybe I'll just come in and bid everything.
$90 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80. My stomach hurts.
Gosh. Oh.
Oh.
All right. So, Gage's last PlayStation prediction is Wolverine gameplay plus a release window. Very bold prediction there. Very bold.
Interesting. I think we see that the next time we see that is like later this year,
Agreed.
No.
maybe next year.
Yeah.
I think if there's any
I don't
focus,
mind
it's going to
so
be
much.
Spider-Man from Insomniac.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Did you guys see the rumor, though?
No.
Oh. So, tough for me to say, because I don't know if you would consider this spoiler, so I don't know if I want to say it.
Spoilers for Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's not story details, it's traversal details.
Oh.
Rumor. Speculation. Speculation.
I mean, if it's speculation, you know.
Okay, okay, then I'll say this.
Yeah.
So, in a recent trailer for Into the Spider-Verse, in the background is Insomniac Spider-Verse. Sorry, Insomniac Spider-Man, but he has the, you know, from the classic Spider-Man look, the wings on him, right?
Oh.
People are speculating that Insomniac Spider-Man, the addition to traversal is that Peter Parker has wings.
Glide.
That'd be cool.
He can glide.
That would be cool.
Yeah, not wings like that. Not wing. He's not flying or anything, but like, gliding. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that would be really cool. I did see that people tossing that idea around.
He beats up Vulture and steals his feathers.
Nice.
All right. My last prediction is, you know what? I've got to do it because I'm wearing the shirt. Bungie announces their next project, which is not a new IP, but a revival of Marathon, of course, which was the game they made before Halo. And it's going to be exciting.
It's gonna be exciting.
I won't add that last bit.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's all, you know, perception.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Are you in belief of that their next game, whatever they're working on, is the extraction shooter?
That's the rumor, right? Yeah.
That is the rumor, yeah.
I could see it. I think there will be a twist on it, though, if it is that, because Bungie, I feel like, has kind of laid the groundwork of kind of innovating in brand new spaces. Like, for instance, Halo innovated console FPSs. Obviously, they didn't create console FPSs, but they basically revolutionized it. And then they did it again, essentially, with Destiny. Obviously, you know, I know that's like a meme that, you know, Bungie said, oh, we're creating our own genre, but like they essentially did. They created live service that hadn't really been done in that capacity before. So yeah, I think they definitely could do something interesting with Marathon.
Very cool. That'd be cool to see.
Aren't they also making a mobile game, Bungie? I feel like that was also a thing they were talking about.
Oh, really?
Or I might be wrong.
Oh.
Or maybe there's a Destiny. So, I don't know. I've heard like they've had multiple projects going on. I think mobile was another one.
Yeah.
But Kirk in the chat said, "Isn't there already a Persona 3 portable on Steam? It might not be a remake, but just port." Yes, there is. They did recently port Persona 3 and 4 to Xbox and Switch and all that stuff. But there was also a leak of Persona 3 remake trailer from some Sega insider thing, along with some like Sonic Frontiers footage. That Sonic Frontiers is a thing, and along with a Jet Set Radio remake. So there's some rumors about a Persona 3 remake coming as well. But yeah, that is true. They just released Persona 3 again. But yeah.
Gage is asking in the YouTube chat if Bungie's game, which will assumedly be the extraction shooter, will take place in the Destiny universe. I doubt it. I don't think. I think they've built an identity with Destiny. I don't feel like they're gonna stray from that for that IP.
I really hope they don't do spin-off games around Destiny. That don't think I would like that.
Yeah.
Making a movie and stuff or books would be cool, but yeah, if you're going to make a game, just keep building upon Destiny.
Yeah.
I have a crazy one in here that I wrote just for the hell of it. I thought about just throwing it in on one of my 3, but then I was like, no, this is too crazy. But it was Sony acquires all of Konami's IP.
Oh my god.
Because, I mean, I was taking those rumors a little step further, They're just going to acquire all their IP because Konami just wants to go make pachinko machines and such.
But they make them with their IP.
I know. Yeah. That's why it's crazy, Christian.
You're right.
All right. Let's move. Oh, wait. Do you guys have any more honorable mentions? Okay. Let's go ahead and move into Xbox. If you guys want more time, I'll just start us with Xbox since I already have a good idea.
I just finalized my final prediction for Xbox.
Okay. Well, bro, if you need more time, I'll give you some more time here. Xbox's first prediction here from Daniel. I guess I better check Gage's, make sure I'm not copying. Okay, I'm not. Compulsion Games comes out and shows off their next project, which has been leaked a few times, kind of passed around as codename Midnight, and they will announce a spring 2024 release date
For their next game?
Yes, Compulsion Games. Yes. Spring
Okay.
2024. Let's see it.
Interesting.
It's been a while since they released We Happy Few, so I feel like they got to have something at this point. Gage's first prediction for Xbox: State of Decay 3 trailer plus a release window. I hope it happens for you, Gage. I really hope it happens. It could I think now we're in the realm where it could happen. I said last year famously, there's no way in hell this is happening, and Gage didn't listen to me. But now I feel like we're in the realm where it might happen. Might. So, see? Christian, what?
Me first?
Sure.
I'm gonna do. Mine are gonna start tame and then go silly in this category. My tamest one, obviously, finally getting. We're gonna get another Hellblade 2 trailer, but this time with an actual release date, releasing February 2024.
Okay. I could see it. Just to contrast that, this won't be one of my guesses since you said that, but I had that on my list. I had it as fall of 2023 release date, but that won't be one of my guesses. Thought I'd throw that out there.
I'm so sorry. My sister was texting me, could you repeat that for me, Christian? I'm sorry.
Oh, what I said? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hellblade 2 trailer again.
Okay.
But this time with the release date for February 2024.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So, Ro,
Yes.
your first.
My first one is going to be She Dreams of Elsewhere gets its release date, and it's going to be August 2023. It's an indie game that I think is being very much supported by Xbox. So I think it would make sense to finally get that release date at their show.
Oh yeah. Circle it back around. My second prediction: the Coalition announces and shows a teaser trailer for Gears 6 coming fall of 2024. So
Okay, then let me go before Gage then.
okay.
Hold on, the Coalition shows a trailer for Gear 6. Teaser?
Yes, teaser trailer for Gear 6 fall 2024. Please.
Okay. Because I also had a Coalition one. Coalition reveals their next game is not Gears.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. We'll see. Okay, so Gage's second one is Avowed gets gameplay from Obsidian with a release date as well. He doesn't say a release, actual timing, but he says it'll get a release date along with gameplay. Which,
okay,
for full, I don't know what word my words aren't working today. For full disclosure, I had that on my list as well. I will not use it, but I had Obsidian comes on stage to show Avowed gameplay for the first time. No release date just yet. So I said no release date. He's saying release date. So
gotcha.
Very interesting. Ro, what's your next one?
My next one, I predicted this one a few times in the past, and it hasn't come through. And I've predicted it for other showcases. But this time, this is the time, and it's not Project Refantasy. It is Playdead finally announces their new game, the sci-fi survival game, and it's no release date, just a teaser. It's beautiful, and we want it right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I had something written down here, but now I think I'm pivoting just to have one in here that we can all be pulling for, because I'm going to change mine right now. I don't even know that this is going to happen, but I'm going to have it in there to will it into existence. We're going to see certain affinities, Halo Project, which is Project Tatanka, the Halo BR, coming 2024. But yeah, I just changed that on the fly. I had Contraband written down, but then I'm like, that's a boring one, and I don't even know if we'll see that anyways. So, you know what?
Okay.
Let's just start willing stuff into existence, guys. All right. Gage's last one. There is a new licensed superhero exclusive game that is teased. So, in the vein, I guess, of Spider-Man, except Xbox's Spider-Man.
We do have that Wonder Woman game.
It's true. Although, did they announce that that's multi-platform or no?
I'm assuming it is.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Christian, what is your last one?
My last one. What better way to build hype around this game and time it perfectly with the release of James Mangold's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny than with a trailer for Indiana Jones with a release date of summer 2024?
Hell yes.
Ooh. That'd be awesome.
I feel like that was one of my predictions in the beginning of the year too. I feel like we're like taking each other's predictions.
I didn't look at yours, but it could be.
Yeah, no, I didn't look at yours either. It's just funny. I just think it's fun. Yes.
I will say this. The Gears one is a repeat.
Nice. Okay. Well, I guess maybe not nice, but
Gage is the State of Decay one.
Okay.
This man's gonna predict it any chance he gets.
Yeah,
Gotta will it into existence.
indeed. All right, Ro, what's your last one?
My last one, I kind of go in pie in the sky here because I think it's not pie in the sky, but I'm hoping that I'm right, that it's multi-platform, because I think it is. But Arc Raiders starts getting its push again because I think it got delayed from 2022 to 2023, and it's here at the Xbox Showcase, and it's going to get its release date of fall this year, end of this year. And yeah, it's a free-to-play game, right? I am pretty sure. Free-to-play shooter that's multi-platform. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it's on everything except Switch. So yeah, Arc Raiders comes back, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Eric says Fable release date in the chat.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if we're gonna see Fable or not. I hope we do, but
Might be too early, huh?
yeah, we'll see. All right. Moving into Nintendo predictions. Here we go.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
I like my Nintendo ones. They're fun.
Well, what's your first one, Christian? Tell us.
No, Ro's the Nintendo aficionado.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh god.
Ro.
My first one is New Kid Icarus.
Hmm.
New Kid Icarus game. Not the remake that we're assuming it is. I want it to be a little bit more fun too. So not the Kid Icarus Uprising 3DS port, but a new Kid Icarus game
Oh yeah.
is revealed.
Maybe he'll be adult Icarus now.
Whoa. That'd be cool.
It's also survival horror.
Oh no.
Jesus. No, that has to be at survival. That has to be at Summer Game Fest because Jeff
You're right.
really has all.
You're right.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
Who's next? Christian?
Yeah, I think for me, these ones are again start tame, and then the last two are sillier. Here's one that I am expecting more. New Metroid Prime 4 trailer, but doesn't stop there. We also get Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3 Echoes are coming to the Nintendo Switch eShop.
Nice. Yep.
Wow.
That was one of my predictions too. Not all of that, but getting a cinematic trailer with the release window for Prime 4 was mine.
All the Metroid.
All the
Well, then I'll just say Gage's prediction, which is just it says Metroid stuff. His first prediction.
Okay.
This man's Nintendo predictions are always the same.
Metroid stuff. That's all he wrote.
Watch him get the point and me get like the half.
Yeah. Oh. That's interesting, Gage.
Yeah.
My first prediction, I said Nintendo perfectly imitates 2017 by announcing the next 3D Mario game, which is coming from the Odyssey team, and it's coming in the fall of this year. Boom. Just like 2017 all over again. Zelda and then Mario. Yes.
I have a prediction that counters you. In a way.
Really? I think I probably have an idea. Ro, what's your second one?
I might be stealing Christian's because if
Just
we're
say
thinking the
it.
same thing
Just
with the
say
prediction counter, I think we're getting a new Mario game as well. I think it's 2D Mario.
Oh, okay.
I guess I didn't steal Christian's, but and it's I think it's going to be holiday 2023.
Hell yeah. Same release timing.
Yes.
So maybe we both get a half a point if it ends up
So,
being
hold
a
on.
4D Mario game.
No. Rose said holiday. You're saying fall.
Isn't that the same thing? Right? Well, I guess it's
No.
not quite the same, but
That is different. In terms of like gaming calendars, that is different.
is holiday more restrictive then?
Holiday is like that specific like. Usually it means like Black Friday to Christmas that time. Whereas fall is like pretty early. Like you can be as late as like late September and like hit that October, early November mark.
Got it. Okay. Christian?
1 second here.
1 second. That's a brave prediction.
1 second. No, I hate that I said 1 second. As you'll one.
1.
1 second.
Yeah, instead of the
anyway,
one
okay.
joke, I came up with a different one. Anyways.
The Mario Odyssey team, their new game is revealed. It is confirmed to be a Donkey Kong game, and it is 3D. It's coming 2024.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm my prediction is that there's no release date on the trailer, but I'm saying it's 2024.
Got it. Okay. Enough. Gage's second prediction. There's a new software bundle disguised as backwards compatibility. I guess.
What?
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay, I think he's saying like Mario Superstars. I'm assuming in that vein. He says new software bundle disguised as backwards compatibility. I'm assuming that's what he means by that.
I'm gonna write it down verbatim what he said. We can clarify later.
Okay. Literally anything gets announced. That's exactly what I meant by that. Yeah,
Yeah, I know, right?
all right. My second prediction. Wind Waker HD comes to Nintendo Switch in 2023.
2023.
Wind Waker HD coming to Switch this year.
Yes.
Gage just clarified via Twitter. He said, kind of like how they had a Nintendo 64 pack, maybe a collection of classic GameCube games. I'm assuming this means like to NSO.
Okay.
Come on, lads, it's video games. What do you want, man? You're not here. I'll put in parentheticals. Think N64 or NSO. I get it.
Okay. We're down to our last Nintendo prediction. Bro.
Having a tough time choosing my last one. I think GameCube game is going to get remade, and I think that GameCube game is going to be Eternal Darkness.
That'd be cool.
I think that's the horror game one.
That'd be really cool.
I think or a port, but my prediction is remake. But a port would be cool too. I see they're doing a lot of cool stuff with Metroid and Zelda as well. It'd be cool to see if some lesser known titles got some love too.
Sure.
Rejuvenate them. Yeah. Because I know that's like a cult classic. Yeah.
Cool. Christian?
Sorry, Gage just sent me a photo. That's awesome, dude. That's a great. I'm gonna save that. Speaking of Zelda, my last prediction is Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are coming to Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh, very cool.
Nice. Is this Nintendo Switch Online? Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
So wait, so you think it's the N64 versions then, not the?
Yes.
Okay.
3DS.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
They're building the N64 library with these two.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, we'll go to Gage's final Nintendo prediction, which is Mario Kart 9 or 10, whatever we're at. He says specifically.
9. It's 9.
Yeah, tease. So,
which is insane because the booster course pack is still rolling out.
It's not even done yet. Yeah,
it's not even done yet.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when they announce the next Switch.
The next Switch,
thing.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't because I would love a new Mario Kart. But yeah, I mean that's not too far away. Hopefully, but just not
Absolutely.
summer.
Agreed. My last one is a bit of a stretch as well, I recognize, but I'm going to will it into existence because this year is the 30th anniversary. We've already passed it, but, I'm still going to will it into existence. A new Star Fox game is announced for Nintendo Switch for 2024.
So, I almost predicted this as well.
Yeah.
But then I remembered there was one for the Wii U, and Nintendo hates franchises. They love letting their franchises just sleep forever. F-Zero, I'm thinking about you. They refused to port this Wii U game to the Switch. That team has been silent. I don't know if I believe it.
I don't.
In fact, the director of that game came out and was like, "Why isn't our game on Switch?"
Because I don't think anybody liked it, that one.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But yeah. Like F-Zero, that's like a franchise that I think a lot of Nintendo fans want to return, but I feel like the last game in their franchise wasn't super great. So they
GX
just
is
left them.
fantastic.
Okay. There we
I
go.
love GX. People did not like it at the time, though.
Fair enough.
Shame.
All right. We're into
Hold
Oh, sorry.
Not a prediction, but how great would it be if just anything Kirby Air Ride was showed up this summer? Yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
could you
man.
just record that whenever that happens? You should know when it's going to happen. You'll feel it,
I'll just feel it in my bones. Get a tingle down my spine. Is that Kirby? Right back at you.
All right. Our final set of predictions here. Summer Game Fest predictions. Of course, Jeff Keighley's little event that he likes to put on. I say a little, but it's a pretty big event. Anyways. So we'll start with Gage. Gage's first prediction: Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora gets gameplay. Gets gameplay plus a release date. And there is a bonus guess that he puts in here that it actually looks good.
Really?
Wow. You see this? You see this fist? It's a punch, bitch.
Got him.
Sorry.
Magic, Jack Sully.
That's great.
Ubisoft
All right.
makes a comeback.
Ubisoft, I be hard.
Oh! He's right.
That's great. Great play on words there. Anyways. Oh, I'm going to piss off Christian with this one.
I'll hang up right now.
I really shouldn't do this to you, but I only have 3 written down, and I'm like,
Just say it.
All right.
Man.
Elden Ring's DLC is shown,
fuck you.
and it's coming. It's coming this fall.
You're a bitch.
Oh,
Sorry,
You're
Christian.
a bitch. That is verb. Well, okay. Mine's more specific, actually.
Okay, that's fair. You can do the same one. Be more specific, and I'll get the point, and then you won't. Kidding. All right.
I'm curious.
What is it, Christian? Tell us.
Oh, you're going to allow the same prediction?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Elden Ring DLC trailer releases December 2023.
Oh, okay. Very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So if it releases November 31st, or wait, is there 31?
Which is not a date.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
It certainly won't release on that day.
November 30th. Whoops. I don't know the saying. What's the saying?
Gage said he misunderstood this. The final category he thought were predictions for any showcase that isn't one of the main 3.
Oh.
So he didn't know specifically for Jeff's show. So with that caveat,
Okay.
damn, that sucks, bro. We're still. Oh well.
Well, shit. It's all right, Gage. You might get some of these. These all could be theoretically announced.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand this confusion though. Summer
Yeah.
Games Fest is Summer of Games. Very
mess.
confusing sometimes. Yeah.
Very true. All right, Ro, what's your first one?
My first one, I'm going to get it out of the way because I've also predicted this one before. Fulbright returns for the love of God. Holy crap. Jesus, just Open Roads gets its release date. Please. 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 I just want it to come out. They said it's almost done, and that was last year. Please. Where is it?
Very interesting. All right, this second one, there's no way it's happening, but here we go. Grand Theft Auto 6, this is Gage, by the way. Grand Theft Auto 6 is announced
Yeah,
and
right.
shown. Yeah, I don't think so.
Can you
Gage.
imagine, though?
It could,
Can you
you know, I guess, maybe.
That'd be crazy.
Official announcement, I suppose.
Yes. Correct. It's my turn.
If Jeff would get this, that'd be like, damn, bro.
Yeah, that would be
E3 really
insane.
is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, GTA, you could have an entire event around that. That'd be a good get for Jeff. All right. This is piggybacking off of my fantasy critic. Mortal Kombat 12 is announced officially coming this fall. Boom. Mortal Kombat. Fight.
And I will say, this is not a prediction, but I'm just going to tell you, it will not be called Mortal Kombat 12.
Really? You don't think so?
Not after today.
What happened today?
They released a trailer of a clock ticking, and it stops at 11, and then like shakes, and then boom, goes straight to 1. People are thinking it's a remake of 1.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. I missed that. That's interesting. Okay.
I saw this. I should have thrown this into like earlier in the show. This could have been a news item.
Yeah, I missed
Oops.
that. It might have been while I was walking the dog if it was later in the day.
Yeah, we'll blame Buck.
Yeah. Dang it. All right. Well, what's your second one? Whoever wants to go. I can't remember which one I called on first
That was
last
me.
time. Okay, Christian.
This is the place where we get a full reveal for Assassin's Creed Mirage, gameplay trailer,
Ooh.
and release date.
Oh yeah. Another game
Is it
in
good?
my critic. It better be good. I want it to be good. All right, bro.
Okay. My next one is Katana Zero. Gets its official DLC revealed, and it's a summer release. That has been teased and talked about by the developer on Twitter for years at this point. Katana Zero came out, I don't know, like 2018, 2017. But yeah, fantastic game, deserves DLC, and I hope it's here.
Hell yeah.
It's here.
We made it. All right. Gage's last one, guys. Another stretch, because this company hasn't released a whole hell of a lot of games lately. Valve announces a new game. That's all he's got. That's Gage.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, maybe make a third game, Valve. You haven't made any of those. I mean, all right. My last one is a safe one because I was running out of ideas. So here we go. The next Call of Duty is announced and revealed with gameplay coming from Sledgehammer Games. Boom.
And
Nope.
Phil lied, it's Xbox exclusive.
Oh, shit. That'd be interesting.
That would be, definitely not going to pass the CMA or whatever.
Yeah.
I hate to doubt you again, but Call of Duty has been announcing their games at their own events for such a long time now, and they wait until like way later now to even show them off.
Wait, did they not show it last year? I feel like maybe they didn't.
No, maybe you're right. Maybe they're right. Maybe there was like some kind of showcase in the summer.
You might be right though. I can't remember honestly when they showed Modern Warfare 2.
June.
June. Okay.
Dan, I take back everything I just said. You're onto something.
Hell yeah. All right. Cool. You know what else I'm on? I'm on to your next prediction. What is it, Christian?
Nice.
Listen, I know I've already brought up Kojima, but what is a Jeff show without Kojima making an appearance? And you know what?
True.
Because I already said that the PSVR 2 game is at Sony's. This is where we get Kojima Productions debuting a brand new gameplay trailer for Death Stranding 2. The trailer music will be set to a Slow Dive song.
Nice. Hell yeah. I have a music one in my last prediction too. Music related.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
why don't you just play us that prediction?
Wow, you were just on a.
He's on something.
I'm feeling a little simple with this one. Because
Wow!
Kingdom Hearts 4 gets another gameplay trailer, and it shows off multiple worlds, not just one, and it reveals the next or a new Yukata song in the background before playing revealing the release window of winter 2024.
I totally forgot that they announced that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A while ago. 2 years ago?
I think so, yeah. And Kingdom Hearts 3 came out 2019, so if my prediction is right, 5 years if it comes out next year. So I feel like it's enough time. I hope they don't wait as long as they between 2 and 3. Yeah, so yeah. Kingdom Hearts 4 next winter.
Crazy set of predictions.
Kirik has a prediction. We get an update on Beyond Good and Evil 2. I don't know.
God. I hope so.
It exists in its new form.
Somewhere. Well, you guys have any other honorable mentions or anything you want to throw in before we close?
I deleted it. Oh, well, I think if I mentioned Wonder Woman earlier. I think if it's going to show up anywhere, it's at SGF.
Give us fucking Splinter Cell, Ubisoft. I want to see a fucking teaser. Just give me a fucking teaser with Michael Ironside. That's all I need. You know? Come on.
That voice.
Ubisoft steps on stage and says, "We're canceling Skull and Bones." And everyone.
Yes.
Everyone cheers.
That would be incredible. Incredible. You have that back to back with the Splinter Cell announcement. You would blow out the.
Just win back the hearts of gamers right there.
Blow my sales away.
Well, I guess we'll be blowing our sales away as well, everyone. And thank you again to everyone joining us live on YouTube and Twitch, as well as podcast services everywhere, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else you get your podcasts. Thank you, Ro. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Gage, in the chat. I am Daniel, and this has been Podcast PXN, and we are out. Much love, and keep on gaming.
See ya.
Zelda.
Do not look away.